that is also a master herbalist, I was telling him about protandim. He was quite interested, and he said that he was when I told you that he wanted your phone number and website, and he said maybe he would sell in his office, so he was very open-minded. But and I wouldn't care if you got all the drugs for free, you put poisons in your body and killing yourself sooner. I would rather pay $40 or whatever it was for something like protandim that could really help and save lives.
That's right. Well, congratulations on your heart specialist. If we can, we'd be glad to help him and give him information any way we could about it, because that's wonderful.
Thank you. And is it possible to ask you what the name of the drug was that you were comparing to protandim? Trying to get that.
Well, I don't like to give the name. It's the only one available. You can find it, through activation. They're doing clinical tests on it now.
Oh.
But it's not going to be a competitor, not at $25,000 a year. Because insurance are coming under a real load, and there's a lot of them are not going to be paying that.
Okay, they're not. Okay. That's a lot of them. Okay, thank you.
Dr. Marvin, this is Fred Robertson out in Oregon.
Yes, how are you, Fred?
Fantastic. I am so excited. I just got off the phone with one of my granddaughters, and she's had Asperger's, and I've had conversations with her before, and just much hesitation, and maybe a yes or a no, done very, very, very poorly at school. Well, January, she started on protandim this last January, and her teacher came to her mama this week and said, "I am so proud of your daughter. She has such an amazing memory." She said she's got a special honor in class because she quoted the American Creed perfectly by herself. And she said, "You must have been really working with her." And Amy said, "I didn't know she knew that." So our daughter said, asked her daughter if she could quote it for her, and she said, "Sure, Mama." And so she videotaped and she just had a report card in front of her, and she was reading me off all the A's and B's that Autumn had got, and we were just amazed. So I said, "Could we talk to Autumn and just tell her congratulations?" And she went on to the most comprehensive, communicative conversation she carried on with us and told us about a project she's working on mammals for school and everything. And her mama attributes it all to protandim. It's just amazing. Is that?
And I think Fred isn't done yet, sir. Fred, go ahead.
Okay, I just gotta share one more miracle with you, because the same daughter, after her daughter was taking protandim for about 3 or 4 months, she started having a little bit of thyroid problem and says, "Daddy, what can I take?" And I said, "Well, you can take protandim." And so she started taking. I said, "But let me warn you one thing." I said, "There have been some ladies that have gotten pregnant taking it." And she said, "Oh, Daddy, I've been married for 18 years, and we got 3 adopted kids." And she said, "We spent thousands of dollars on doctors, seen doctors, 18 years." She said, "Daddy, there's no chance." Well, today when we was talking to her, she's got morning sickness thrown up. She's had an ultrasound, and she's pregnant after 18 years.
That's remarkable. That's a miracle. Isn't it, Fred? Well, you rejoice because you got one granddaughter well and another one coming.
Isn't that exciting? Protandim. Thank the Lord.
Thank you. Okay, sir. So now, what is the testing? How does it work with the disease? How does it work with the immune system? It modulates it. It works very well. I just read that. It makes you have a healthy immune system. And what you say is you take 1 tablet a day? 1 a day. 1 day that's all you need. Okay. 1 pill a day. Pretty simple. Alright, sir. Last question. So it does work with cancer? It works with all kinds of broad aspects, but we don't proclaim to treat, mitigate, diagnose, palpate, cure, or prevent any disease. So you'll have to read. What? I think we have a little technical problem with Dr. Marvin. What he's saying is he would refer you to the pubmed.gov website, EUB. Right, okay. I didn't get that last question. Go ahead, Dr. Marvin. Go ahead. I was just asking about the units, just he answered the question. Okay. Thank you. Do that. Dr. Mark? Yes. Hey, this is Taylor Williams from Dallas, Georgia. Just I guess what I wanted to ask you was, I was speaking with another distributor today, and what you know, we can't say that it cures anything in particular. So really, is it really you kind of want to say something to spark their interest, and then just let them do the research. I mean, just minute.com. All I do is ask a question, how does it work? I didn't answer the cure. How does it work? It works well. That's all right. It works very well. I'm not asking anything about a cure. I'm more aware that you don't talk about a cure. Just ask how does it work with. I heard you describe how it works with the cardiovascular, but I just asked you how does it work with you. Did you hear when I began? Were you on at 8 o'clock? I went an overview for 15 minutes telling everything how it worked. I missed some of this, yes, sir. Oh, you did? Okay, no problem. All right. Right. So then, yes, go ahead. I wasn't trying to take a stab at him. I wasn't saying, well, they weren't pertaining to him, but anyway. I guess the next question I have is, when if we're going to try to explain that in the nurse too, you know, should we try to explain that? I wouldn't explain nurse too. Okay. Who are you trying to explain that to? A biochemist or a doctor? Well, yeah. Yes, sir. I mean, essentially, I went a year in chiropractic school, college at Life University in Marietta, Georgia, and so I was explaining it to a friend of mine on the phone today, or tried attending to it. But I guess the main thing is what I wanted to say was when the PubMed.gov, it's really, when you send somebody there, it's kind of hard. When I went there, I know someone just told me to go there. When I typed it in, it kind of just protandim. It wasn't anything specific. You know, I mean, there's 38 articles on protandim. Yes, sir. And I guess, is there some way that you instigate to find out that there are problems, like a problem they might have, so you can within PubMed.gov? Here's how you do it. Here's how you do it. Say they give you a disease, coccus of the boncus. You go to PubMed.gov, type in oxidative stress - coccus of the boncus. You see the articles that show oxidative stress is what causes coccus of the boncus. And then you know that we have been proven by 33 labs to lower oxidative stress 40% in 30 days. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say that if this is caused by oxidative stress and we have a product that lowers oxidative stress 40% in 30 days, you know right then that's what they need. Simple. Okay? I appreciate it. Don't worry about it, you don't have to, unless you're talking to a biochemist, and then you better be prepared, because he's going to know more than you do. Suffice it to say, the interesting vinyl. Period. This is how it works in the cell, every cell of your body. You don't need to know anymore. I appreciate it. Okay, anybody else have a question?
Yes, my name is James, calling from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I have a question concerning the consumption of alcohol. If someone does take or drink alcohol, would that affect the functioning of the protandim?
No.
No, okay. As long as you're not
It's used in alcoholic addiction.
Oh, okay.
These have got a conference going on the side, but we need everybody muted, Steve. Are you still on, Steve? Anybody else have a question?
I do. This is Grace from Connecticut again.
Okay.
Man whose wife spent 18 years trying to get pregnant, how long was she on protandim before she got pregnant?
Fred, are you still on?
If I am still on, this is Fred out in Oregon, and it was about 3 or 4 months, about 4 months, I believe, before she got.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can you talk to me more about the compensation plan?
Me? The compensation plan has been listed by several organizations as the best compensation plan of any multi-level marketing company. And therefore, we got a good one. And what you need to do is come in as a Vantage Pack distributor, and the first 3 people you sign up as a Vantage Pack will pay for your money to come in. And from then on, you'll get $260 for every Vantage Pack you sign up. And it works to 9 levels down. And it's a collapsing system upward. For anybody that stops, it just collapses upward. And it pays 6 different ways. And if you want to know what those ways are, I'll be more than happy to see if I can't tell you. So, got a pencil? The first one is Fast Start Bonus. It's paid weekly. Paid weekly, Fast Start Bonus. 30 to 40% bonus on the new people that you enroll. Number 2, Infinite Fast Start Bonus, paid weekly. That's one of the jewels of it. What you do this week, you get paid next week. And that one is bonus paid infinitively deep from the new members you enroll on Vantage Packs, paid weekly. Number 3, Fast Start Bonus Pool. Share in 5% of the total new sales volume each calendar month. You have to have 5 people in to be part of that bonus pool. Number 4, Royalty Commission. Earn long-term residual income from as many as 9 levels. And that goes on down. And the percentage you get starts at 2%, the second level is 5%, the third level is 9%, and then 2 down to, or 5 down to 5 and 2 on down to the end is the way that works. And you can see that on your tariff sheet on the back of it that you got when you signed up as a Vantage Pack and got your pad of tariff sheets. You can do a whole presentation from that pad. Okay? Generational matching bonus. Earn a match on the unilevel checks of your personal enrollments and down 4 enrollment generations. That's paid monthly. Okay? And then the 6th way is the Elite Bonus Pool. When you become a Pro 7, or 8, 9, or 10, 10's the highest you can go, you receive sevens, almost all of them, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that quadrant pays 1% of the company profits divided among 7s, 8s, 9, 10. And that's about 120 people now. 118 maybe. Okay? Then the next quadrant is just the 8, 9, and 10s, and they get a percentage divided between those, and that's probably 60, maybe 60. Yeah, Doc? Oh, yes. Yeah, there's Steve. Get back. Anyhow, and then the third quadrant is just the 8, 9s, and 10s. And the third quadrant's the 9s and 10s. And another percentage is divided up between those people. Now we're getting down to probably 20 some. And then the last quadrant is the 10s, and with the 2 in Japan, and that's probably 11, 10 or 11, maybe 12, divides that extra percentage. So the 10s get 4% divided, the 9s get 3%, the 8s get 2%, the 7s get 1%. And so that's how all that works. And that's the elite bonus pool. And let me tell you, that is good. Now, because you wanted to, I want to bring in something I've never mentioned on the call. The Harvard Rule of 4. I used to go back to Harvard every year. Harvard Rule of 4 in business is this. The ideal business that fits this quadrant of the Rule of 4 is, number 1, everybody that is involved in the product can benefit. And we have that. Number 2, single source, a single product. We have one product in 2 forms, a lotion or cream and a pill. Number 3, price to sell. This is very price to sell. $40 a month. And it's priced to profit. And believe me, this makes a profit. So, does that, if I go any deeper into the comp plan, it'll probably be confusing if I'm not already.
What was number 4?
Oh, number 4, price to profit. Price so you can make a profit.
Thank you.
Okay. What other questions?
Dr. Harmon?
Yes.
Harmon, this is Pat from Nebraska.
Yes.
And we were going to ask if there were any veterinaries on for Connie and Highmore.
Oh, yeah. Ask the question, Connie. Pat.
Are there any veterinaries that would be willing to give me their number so that I could pass it on to Connie? Her husband is a veterinary, and she would like to talk to the veterinary.
I know there's some,
Veterinary on.
they may not be on now. Okay, I'll keep asking. We'll find one. We can find one for sure at the Elite Academy, Pat.
Yeah.
Because we just keep asking until somebody knows a veterinarian that's in. At the Elite Academy, we'll be able to find one.
Okay.
Okay, you have any other questions, Pat?
No.
Okay. Well, who else has a question for Dr. Marvin today?
Dr. Marvin, this is Marty in Minnesota. I have a question for you.
Okay.
I would like to ask you in regards to, this is being like a very older person of 2 years of age who had issues with short gut syndrome and having to have procedures of surgery. Is there...
How much did he have removed?
What is it? Her iliocecal valve portion of her small large intestine. I don't know how many centimeters, but she's had many complications.
What's that complication?
Well, she's had complications of dilated bowel right now. She's had so many disc issues. She has leaky gut syndrome, most likely. She's pending another surgery because of a lab that was missed instead of a CT.
Is she in a big medical center?
She's in a children's hospital in, I think, Florida.
That's a good deal, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't, as her nurse, I'm not impressed with what
You're
happened.
not impressed with what?
With the care, with the medical care, because she's really...
And then move her to another facility.
I wish I could.
You're sending out something awful. I can hardly hear you.
I'm wondering about the use of protandim for a situation like that. How do you think it could help her?
If somebody can understand that, it's very garbled. You want to know how much you get her?
No, how might it help her in a situation of that complexity?
Well, the way you're going to know is give it to her. It's totally safe. How much you weigh?
25 pounds.
25, but you were a third of a tablet.
What types of things do you think you could help her with?
You see, man, protandim works in different quadrants of our health. I can't guarantee you anything, and the company won't guarantee it. I'm saying it's safe. It will help her. It works on all mammals, all people. Why not give it to her?
I am pro all the way to do so. I'm trying to convince the parents and her physicians to give her a chance of trying it. And that's the problem.
It'll never happen with the physician, most likely.
So far,
The physicians, the MDs, are not taught nutrition in medical school. They're taught that it's not needed. Vitamins, minerals, and supplements are not needed if you have a good regular diet. And if anybody can find one, that might be true. But a good regular diet, it doesn't exist with green harvesting and processed food. But if you're trying to convince a doctor to give this to a patient, good luck.
Well, actually, I'm trying to convince the parents first.
That's what you have to do.
Right.
And then the parents can go to the doctor and say, Doctor, will you let us give our daughter that's under your care protandim? Because we've read about it, know about it, and we've decided to give it to her? Or should we look for another doctor to follow her? You said you weren't impressed with the care.
I'm not, but they're stuck into a system with the Medicaid system, which is prohibitive for them to move on to other doctors at times.
Then they're stuck.
Yeah.
For talking purposes, I would suggest that you take the various issues that you mentioned about this child, like leaky gut, and if you take a look on PubMed, like I just did on one example of oxidative stress and leaky gut, you find a dozen studies up there that relate those two together. That was good. But I think you'll find a number of things that you can show them that are going to say, look, if there's oxidative stress involved with everything with this child.
Right.
And protandim shows clinically that it reduces oxidative stress.
Right.
Let's connect the dots.
Right. Thank you for that. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Steve's always got his finger on PubMed.gov, and I really appreciate it.
Me too.
Dr. Ryan, this is Wayne in Calgary. Yes. How are you tonight? Fine. Dr. Ryan, I know we're not allowed to make any medical claims, and we're not encouraged to do testimonials anymore. Right. Can we talk about animals? Cows and, or not cows, dogs and cats and testimonials? They've been improved. You can say they've been improved. They're more active. They're robust. So a dog had cancer and it no longer has cancer. A dog had cataracts and it no longer has cataracts. can talk about animals. Okay. And that's all predicated on the studies that are being done as we speak.
Yes.
And, you know, I wasn't really for another product like an animal product, but I was wrong, because by doing the research, they're going to have the basis of how we can address that. And I don't know whether a cat will eat the same product that a dog will, you know, or a horse. They're going to have a pet product sometime in the future from protandim, because it works so wonderful in all animals. And I've had hundreds of people. We had two calls devoted strictly to pets. Yeah, and I've always said to people, don't put your dog down. Even though the veterinary recommends it to you, giving them 90 days of protandim. And you probably won't need to give them over 30, because it works fairly rapidly in all the dogs that I've seen it given to.
Yes.
That's why we were trying to find out if there's a veterinarian on tonight, so that Pat, who called in a while ago, could get the name and talk to one of her friends' husband, who's also a vet, that doesn't know about protandim.
There's one I met at the Profile Summit, Doc, and I've got to, when I get back to Virginia, I'll have to dig up his car. Then I'll get
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Well, you know Pat. Yeah.
Hi, I'm in the veterinary field. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead, Matt.
This is Nicole. I'm from Indiana. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Nicole.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure you hear me. I'm a registered veterinary technician. So I'm like a registered nurse for animals. And I've been in a practice that the veterinarian's been using it for 2 years. And I've been currently using it on my dogs, cats, and horses for 2 years. So, seen a lot of good results as well. So, for the lady, I guess, that was interested, the best way to go about introducing it to your veterinarian is be very patient and take the peer-reviewed journal of the study of the mice and copy out the whole journal. And
I'm back, Steve.
Good. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, Nicole, would you mind sending Dr. Marvin and myself your contact information?
Sure, I'd love to.
Dr. Marvin's email address is docsmarf, DOCSMARF, @gmail.com.
Let me get my pen out here.
Okay.
Is it on his website as well?
Yes, it is. Yes. Nicole, it's on
Okay, good.
website.
Because I do have the website. Okay.
Mine isn't Nicole. If you give me a holler, Steve, C-E-V-E, at Kelsay, KELSAY.US.
So, Steve at KELSAY.US.
Correct. Thank you.
Okay.
What's she going to send us, Steve?
She is a registered veterinarian tech, and she's been taking and using the product for 2 years and working with a vet that I understood Nicole was also using the product with you for the last 2 years. And it was the information about the studies and how it affected the mice that turned the vet's interest to begin to use this product, because what he was seeing in the results with the animals.
I have 3 veterinarians on my team.
Whoa. We need to make contact with you for Pat Laners. Pat, are you still on?
We'll connect her, Doc. She'll show us the info, and I don't know if
Do
Pat.
that.
Okay.
And you're in Indiana, Nicole?
I'm sorry?
You're in Indiana?
I'm in Santa Claus, Indiana.
Okay. Well, be sure and send it to us.
I'm there in southern Indiana.
Okay. I used to live in Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill. Okay.
I was at the air base.
Okay.
Send it to us, please, because we really need to get said, oh, I tried that, and I couldn't take it. It made my heart race, and it's like I'd had multiple cups of coffee. She shared she has high blood pressure. She's on Norvap, 10 milligrams in the morning, 5 a.m. at night. So I'm trying to help her get back on the pot.
You've got to educate her. What she was going through was cleansing. You cut the pill down to about 1/4 of a tablet. You give it to her once a day for 2 to 3 weeks. Go to 1/3 of a tablet for 2 or 3 weeks. Go to 1/2 a tablet for 2 to 3 weeks, and then she can take a full tablet. It works wonderful. It has no drug interactions. The drug she takes, it does not interact a bit. She has to want to take it and not want to keep her toxins. You know, I have people looking for an excuse to get off of it because they think it's stirred up in someone's backyard. But let me tell you, if this caused any of those symptoms your dear lady experienced, you think 29 medical schools would be spending millions of dollars doing research on this with their own money?
No, sir.
It's just like the lady that told me it made her teeth itch. Anybody on the line thinks that your teeth can itch? You want to make sure that she's drinking lots of water because she's cleansing. She needs 8 glasses as a minimum.
Thank you for that, because she wants to be on it. Her brother on it. Put her on it.
It's very simple. Just cut it down. I hope everybody hears that. Let me tell you, I address this issue 5 times a day at least. Don't stop it. Don't go to ICU and spend $50,000 in workup. Drink more water. Cut down the pill. My wife had to do that. She had to cut the pill down.
May I say something about the itching teeth?
Yeah.
My name is Michelle. And can you hear me, Dr. Morgan?
I sure did.
And this is awesome. I mean, this is incredible because I've been a dental hygienist for 32 years. And I'm a distributor for the last year. And all I want to say, there's a lot of things to say, but what I do want to do is direct out the itching teeth, because I think they might be thinking itching gum, and I would challenge...
No, this one said their teeth herself was itching. You couldn't scratch them.
Right, but what I wanted to say was sometimes people aren't flossing, and that makes them feel like their teeth are itching. That's it, but I believe in pretend one a day. That's it.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else have anything?
It's Angie here from Australia.
Oh, hi, I'm from Australia. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. You haven't replied to me the address, giving my phone number to your friends for me to look after.
Oh, okay. I don't have her phone number right now. Did you email me?
I did. Maybe
Okay, let me, once you email me again, I've been gone doing presentations for the company, and I get about 125 emails a day. Send me your email and I'll send you back.
ANCIE _OZ
Send me an email.
at bigpond.com. I wanted to ask you, do you have anybody that I could correspond with regarding epilepsy in a child? Because
Correspond with me.
Epilepsy, and I still haven't managed to get his parents to, to agree to put him on protandim. I know it would help him. He is being affected by his medication. His development is slow. Just so many things, mood changes. I'm at my
Email me.
But if you have somebody
I guess you can hear me.
wants to email me with any experience they've had, Angie_Ovid at bigpond.com. I'd be very grateful to hear from them because they could communicate directly. My family doesn't believe me. You know, they just don't believe me. It grieves me.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes.
Email me, and I'll send you my friend's phone number. And you can email me because I've had lots of experience with children with epilepsy.
In the subject, like I did last time, I put from Angie in Australia, so you know it's me.
Ma'am, I get 120 emails a day, and I was gone for about 7 days.
I know. That's why I was giving you my email address from the phone.
Well, it won't work that way because I can't write it down here. Can't write it down now, anything.
Have you got that, Steve?
No, I can't get it that fast either, Andy. If you want to email me, I'll pass it on to Doc.
Okay. I emailed you too, but I didn't get an answer.
I haven't either. I'm sorry. No, I haven't either. I haven't seen it either. I'm on there 5 or 6 times a day.
Okay.
I'm on there much more than that.
I'll send it 6 times at once so that it might stand out.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Send it as much as you want.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? Are we through this hour?
Well, I have your question. Would it be possible to get the phone number of the vet technician and and the name and phone number of the dental technician, but the vet one first, if it's possible?
No, if you want to take and send an email, we'll clear it through her first. We don't want to just put her.
So I'm going to ask her if she's on.
Yeah, but I don't want to put it just on the open broadcast now.
Okay,
For hundreds of people. So if you want to request through an email, we can do it a little more confidential. But for her sake, we don't want her to be inundated with calls.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Dr. Norman, in Florida, may I ask one more question?
Sure.
I have a lady who's put her son on protandim. He's 13 years old, has ADHD. Could I give her any kind of an indication on a time frame of when she might notice a difference in him?
I'd be more than happy to do that if you could tell me how many toxins and free radicals he has in crap. But see, we don't know that, so we don't know any time. Nobody knows the time that anybody responds. It's quick. We don't know how quick. We know it works. Keep taking it.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, ma'am. What kind of makes me a little bit irritated is 56 years of passing out prescriptions. No one asked me how long it would take. But with a weird thing like a natural product, everybody wants to know the hour it will work. Now you don't know any more about the supplement when it'll work than you do about the drug when they work. I know this is safe, it's non-toxic. If she's worried about how long it'll take, she's not really convinced it will help her son. Okay?
Thank you. I know it'll help. I was just looking.
I do too. You've got to convince her.
Dr. Marvin, this is Kathy, and I was wondering, have you had anyone with STDs that has had success with protandim?
I can't think of anybody with sexually transmitted diseases. We haven't had anybody on here, I think, with a testimony on STDs.
Okay. I have
With the exception of hepatitis, Doc. Well, yeah, hepatitis C. Is that what you're talking about?
No,
Or you're talking about gonorrhea, syphilis, and the others?
I have 2 friends that have herpes, and I was hoping to help them with
We're talking about herpes.
Yeah.
So you have to be more specific.
Okay.
I've had great success with herpes zoster, which is shingles, and this is herpes simplex.
Yeah.
It's in the same genera.
Okay.
So, what do you got to lose?
All right. Okay, thank you. Marvin, this is Alicia in Colorado. I have a new customer that's trying to take it, and she's having the itching with her eyes, even cutting it down to a quarter of a tablet. I understood what you're saying about the water. Is there anything else that might help? Just grinding it up and something else? Anything. She really wants
to. You can grind up. You can grind up a fourth of a tablet and dissolve it.
Oh, okay.
And never drink it. That will slow it down.
Okay, so like in water or something?
Just dissolve it.
Okay. Okay.
And then ever drink 8-ounce glasses of water per day.
Okay, great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You bet. Glad to do it. How's the time, Steve?
In Oregon.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you think with that possibly with all of the financial situations in the industry, you think it's possible that with all the evidence of how this works and all the research that insurance companies might embrace it someday?
I don't think until they're forced to, they will. Maybe it might possibly occur when the sun rises in the west. Or the south. Or the south.
Yeah.
But this is $40 a month. We waste, and there's a family that doesn't waste $40 a month. Go grocery shopping with them. See how much pop they buy. See how much stuff they buy they don't need. When you can't afford it, it's a matter of priority. It's a matter of priority if you can't afford $1.56 a day.
Well, that's what I was hoping the insurance companies would try to figure out. I can't afford we can't really afford the $25,000 treatment, so let's say we can afford the protandim and maybe more people can. It's just something that.
Yeah, but see, they get around to $25,000 because it's a new treatment.
Yeah, it's a struggle for sure. Thank you so much.
You bet. Steve, what time is it? Well, Doc, we're running about 15 after the hour, and I think we've had a good call tonight. I want to remind everyone that there's a couple of just little housekeeping issues that you can access a lot of this information, including the information about the recorded calls on Dr. Marvin's website, which is docmarvin.com, and the information for the recorded calls. This call will be back up there available for the next week. If you happen to have someone who needed to hear this during this coming week, this was call number 35. And of course, we will remind everyone that according to our government, only a drug can heal, cure, mitigate, or prevent a disease. But we do know that protandim will reduce oxidative stress 40% in all the people, even an 80-year-old, in 30 days. And of course, there isn't hardly anything that you can find that has this amount of research that you can go to pubmed.gov and find. You know, Doc, I had someone mention to me the other day about one of the juice drinks and how they had so much science. Well, I won't mention it by name, but I went on there, and actually there was 5 studies up there on PubMed. But you know, but 3 of them were negative. One of them was toxicity, and one of them, and the other 2 were all about toxicity and negative effects. Yeah, they were done, but it showed you didn't want to take it. So, what kind of a supplement is that? But yet, there's still a big, there's still a lot of hype and a lot of things that keep going on with that company. But we have the real deal.
Yes, we do.
Now, until next week, we want to invite everyone to come join the Nerve 2 Activator call. And we want to say good night and thank you for joining us. Any parting words, Doc?
No,
Well, not if that. I'm going to be out in Redding, California next week in Napa Valley. So I hope to see everyone there that has been listening. Okay? And I'm going to be back in Virginia. So I will have to say goodbye to the beautiful coast of Maine, but that's okay. That's fine. You need a vacation every once in a while. First one a lot of years. That's good.
recording has stopped.
Yes, I am, Doc.
Yeah, she's enjoying it, Doc.
Look at this. How much people